R.A.G.MEN are coming back at you. What's up, everybody? It's the monstrositous one, aka Godlin the creator, aka J. DeLille the artist. And today we're creating with R.A.G.MEN. Roughnecks, and gangsters. So this is my roughneck. He's my good guy, and um, we're creating. He's already basically completed. He's got his get out of there. He's got he's got his he got his arms. You can see some musculature there. He got his deltoid, his bicep, and his forearm down here, down to his wrist, and both two arms. He got another arm over here, and then he got his little body right in here. Got his body, and then he's got two legs. He got one leg there and one leg here. So I'm trying to use this leather. I got some leather here that I want to use. I got three different kinds. I got some suede here too, to tell you the truth. And yeah, I think I misplaced the suede because this is like the 5th time I'm doing this video. Okay. See, so I had some different colors. Here's the suede. And so I want to use that to the leather. First I wanted to use this, but it's so bright in color. The color palette. The color palette is so bright. So I want to use this for the braces. And it still could be used. I like it in the camera. But it's so bright, man. And I wanted to use this, but this is darker. And this is another one. Another leather coat that I had, but it was too small for me, so I just cut them down, cut them into seams so that I can preserve as much of the leather as possible. So I plan on using this one to make the belts, the greaves, the braces for the arms, and he's gonna be kicking butt. The only reason why I stopped is because it was bothering me. See, I'm not gonna be playing with these guys like I did back in the days when I was a kid. So so it's more about showing them off and the aesthetics of them. So I was looking at them and I'm draping this material over them, and I'm like, daggone, he don't have no traps. I noticed it immediately. He don't have any traps. His back is almost non-existent. Look at that shit. He's practically got no back whatsoever. He's got his little bit of pectorals. A little bit. See, he's got a little pectoral inch like there. But his back is non-existent. You can see his shoulder, deltoid, the biceps, but no back. So I'm like, I gotta put something here. So that's what I'm gonna be doing this weekend, and then I'm gonna start cutting the material. I'm gonna be doing today and tomorrow, and then the weekend I'm gonna be cutting this material down so that I can make an outfit. But I'm gonna need some kind of a sewing machine. So it's probably gonna be really rough because I got to do all the stitching by hand, so it's gonna come out looking pretty rough. But I'm gonna try and do something basic, simple. I poked a hole. You can see I poked a hole in there and just pushed his head through. So that's what I did with this one too. I just recently did that because it kept falling off and exposing everything for the video. That's why I had to keep making more videos. So I did the same thing here. I cut a hole and I poked his whole head through there right at the end of the cloth so that I could use that as the base. And then I'm going to use these lighter colors. I'm probably going to use the gray, 100% black and gray tones with this guy. And use this solid light gray to finish it off. Some kind of accents and stuff. So that's what I want to do with that. And this one, I'm going to have the light blue and the dark blue interplaying with each other. And then finish it off with this leather, like I said. And he'll have the leather accents, the braces, the shins, and the belt. And he'll be kicking ass because that's what they're meant to do. See, they're 100% posable except for the neck. But if I'm gonna, you can see his arm poses, move it back, it stays back, move it up, it stays up even with the cloth draping over it. See, so he's fully posable, and this is the guy. This is exactly how I used to make him when I was a kid, 9, 10 years old when I first made him, 8, 9, 10, somewhere in there when I first made my first one, and so as back then as a kid, I just wanted to play, so I noticed they didn't have traps and lats, and the back was off. So in order to make up for that, I got this pile material and I cut a piece out and a little piece and made a vest out of it, and that covered the fact that he didn't have traps and lats because he didn't have a shirt on. I just put the I figured why waste all that material for a shirt when I can save that material and use it for another man. So I used that pile material because you couldn't make a man out of that pile material. So I made a vest out of it and covered it up. So that's what I made. That's how I was able to make my everything was you had to I had to ask permission to cut up old T-shirts and stuff. I just couldn't go doing it, so I had to be very sparingly with the materials that I used. But now I got an abundance of materials, so now it's just what material that I want to use and what I'm going to save for other characters. So this one, I'm going to use these two tones for him and then finish it off with this leather with the belt and the greaves. And this one, he's going to be black and grays. There's three colors, black and the two-tone gray, and then the black greaves to finish it off, and the braces and stuff, the black leather. And this right here, I'm thinking about making this into another character, having that color. This is more what the burgundy, and there's a lavender running around here somewhere. Here it is. It's buried under him. Uh, there's some. Here it is. There's some lavender. So I would really like to, but I don't have a beige T-shirt or some of this light material like this to make for the clothes. So, but I would really like to make a character out of this color. He would be my dark horse type character. Instead of using black or something like that, I would use one of these or something like one of these. Even though this one would be better for clothes, burgundy and black. Use that for clothing, and save this for a character. Make him a face color like that, but with some beige clothing over the top. You have a lighter color beige to come over the top, and that would be cool. I would like that. And then maybe that's where I would save that bright colored suede for. There we go. It keeps running away from me. That's where I would save that bright colored beige suede for that. For the greaves, I would save this for the greaves on this. Have a tan, a beige or tan outfit, and then this rust colored greaves and boots and brace. and belt. Yeah, that would be a nice little. You know, he would be a dark horse character. So um, I was saving because I couldn't find. I had the first things I had was this light blue colors, and that's not really what I wanted to use. It was just a little too bright for me. And see, you can see the difference. And then I had this dark color blue, but that was a little too dark. So what I wanted, I finally found in this T-shirt here, and it's a good T-shirt to use because it's really tattered. It has it has a bunch of, I don't know, look like a moth got to it, even though there's no moth around. But it's, you know, after a few years of wearing it and washing it, that it just couldn't hold up anymore, and the T-shirt just started disintegrating. So we got some. I cut off the sleeves, but there's a part of where there's some bunch of holes that just popped into the material. So it's a perfect material for ragging. See, see how the holes just there. So it's perfect for making rag men and rag materials for clothing and stuff like that. So that's why I'm using this, and it's the perfect color. So I have that, and then I have this darker blue that I want to use for the accents and giving me a two tones, give me two, three tones to play with the character. So that's what I want to do. And the same thing with this red, it did the same thing. This one had, I think it was a 49ers t-shirt. And after a few years, it just started disintegrating on me. You can see over here, just started disintegrating. So yeah, that's gonna be R.A.G.MEN material now. Cut off the sleeves already, but yeah. So yeah, this is how you go punch this guy, beat him up, and we're gonna have a couple of characters. Hopefully by Monday, I'm gonna try my best to stay on top of this and get this finished. Again, I'm gonna have to stitch all of this up and design it by hand. So there's no guarantee, but I'm gonna try and have enough of it finished, or have it in a state to where everything is wrapped up so you can't see the under stuff. But see, because if I could put a hole in this and drape it over and then cut it, I can put an overlay on top of it, or even cut something out, like put this underneath and then cut out a overlay hole. You see what I'm saying? There's all types of ways to handle that, and then just tack things down using the material that I cut, the thread that I cut from cutting the seams out, because I cut all of the seams from there. You can see these are pretty straight edge seams that I cut. I use a razor blade and just cut the thread, and so all of the thread that survived the cutting, I still have it, and I use that because it matches the material. So if I use it to wrap something or tack something down, it will barely show. So yeah. So yeah, this is what I'm doing with the R.A.G.MEN. We almost finished. We almost there. And if I can make money off of these dudes, I'll be doing these a lot regularly, and then I'll have an army of these mugs. I will, because then I'll have more time on my hand, because at least I'll be able to make money off of it. But if not, then I'm gonna have to find something else. And these will just be for me to fuck with. Y'all won't know the joy of R.A.G.MEN. So, but yeah, until next time, like, subscribe, and I pity the fool who don't like R.A.G.MEN. You better get up on this. So yeah, we gonna. I got some colors, colors, but those are for the bigger ones. I got some browns and some coffee colors and mocha and caramel colors and stuff like that. I think I got about 4 or 5 different colors, and I have lighter colors for the because I wanted to make some white boys. So I did make sure that I got some light colors, and then I got the regular browns for the intermediate. I can have like I can say one is Spanish, one is this color dude, one is that dude, one whatever I want to say, because I want to make a bunch of different ones. So the more we got money for, the better we'll be able to do. So I'm saving those colors for the bigger ones. But if I can cut a slice off or two here and there, because it only takes a small amount of material. I showed y'all how much material it takes. It only takes about a foot of material, a foot square of material, and you can make a ragman. It doesn't even take that. So that's a lot. Well, you fold it over, and that's where you get the rest of the material. That's where you get the use of. But yeah, uh, Ragmen, they're coming to you. They're coming to an Indiegogo near you. So yeah, uh, here's a here's a bad guy. You punch him in the face. You get his arm up there so he can punch like a soldier. Yo, yo, punch him in his face. And then when you get two of them, you can fight. You do all kinds of acrobatics and kicks. And see if I had. He's got a foot over here. He's all wrapped up now because I tried to show you all of the tatteredness of the material, making this rags. That's why it's not cloth men; they're rag men. He has his foot over here. He can kick. Yeah. And you can punch. Yeah. But if I sell them, they definitely have posable necks. They won't have these floppy necks like this. So you definitely be able to twist and look around and put his head down, put his head up. You can see stay a little bit, but for the most part, it's not posable because I didn't care about that when I was a kid. So all I cared is about is being able to jump and run and do the action shit. He was an extra character. So like, subscribe. We'll be back. Till next time, you better be prepared because we're coming to get you. We're coming to get you. Ragmen are here. Ragmen are here. I'm out, people. Till next time. Ragmen.